which is trainers sticking together, getting along. Is it harder being a female trainer than a male trainer, or is it not? But they won't like it, they won't say anything, right. But they'll go and do the same thing and act like they created it. Yo, what's up? Welcome to City to City Fitness. This is our first episode, and of course, in Chicago fashion, it's snow everywhere.
Like crazy.
Gotta love Chicago, the Windy City.
But it doesn't stop us from still shooting our video. We will be introducing ourselves.
Yes.
Showing you all a little bit of how we work out, a little bit about us, a little background information. You know, make it a little personal so you guys get to know exactly who we are and what we're gonna be working on.
And for the record, I'm Randy Fit Fury Viestress.
I am Leslie Ivy of Ivy League Fitness.
That's right, that's right.
On all social platforms, so make sure you follow us.
Yes.
And get ready.
And I'm V-Body Power Fitness. Follow V-Body Power Fitness. My personal page is Fit Fury, so if you feel like seeing my personal life, it's not that exciting.
But this will be. So stay tuned with us. We in the car. We're going to take a spin. We're going to try to take this Maserati safely. So we'll see what happens. All right. Let's go.
Nothing like a real car.
That's right. Your life, our lives are in your hands, Randy. Right. Look at how Chicago did us, y'all. It's all bad.
Looking like rear-wheel drive into winter in Chicago.
All bad.
It's exciting.
But we won't let it stop us.
Think about all the cool European guys with Porsches doing cool tricks in the snow. Not that I'm on that level, but...
All right. Here we come. City to city.
We coming to a city near you.
Heading to the gym right now.
Yeah.
About to get started.
Get this day going. Trying to be somewhat safe.
Yes. Nice and careful.
That's one thing about Chicago. In North Carolina, where I'm from, everything will be canceled right now. Oh, here we go.
No, we ain't getting no snow days out here. So we're just trying to be safe and take it easy.
Somewhere.
As we head to the gym. See you soon. I got this bad nickname for her. She hates it. That's why I call her it, because that's how we love each other. On camera.
All right, first episode of City to City.
Yes, first episode. We're here. It's snowing like crazy outside, but we still want to bring the heat and show y'all what we all about.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about a great topic, which is trainers sticking together, getting along. And, you know, in this industry, it's a lot of competition for no reason. When if we stick together, everybody will do great. And also, we're talking about, what's another topic we're talking about?
Well, something that's pretty personal and important to me is just women in fitness in general, and specifically female trainers. I feel like it's a whole different world for us trying to prove ourselves and be looked at as equals, as far as weight-wise, exercise, whatever, everything, all encompassing. I feel like it's pretty challenging for women in fitness most times.
Well, I guess one thing we can do is get into this workout, push around some weight, have a great conversation. You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. gym on Wall Street. When I graduated from college from North Carolina, moved to New York City, my country self.
13,000 years ago.
But the cool thing was, I worked in this gym on Wall Street, and all the trainers were so cool with each other, and they helped me get better.
Yeah.
They showed us, they mentored us. We did the same thing to the people that came in after us, and we had such a dynamic team and family.
Yeah,
it was so dope.
It is cool when you get like into especially where we're like a studio gym environment, boutique, and so it's small, you know. Yeah, boutique gym. So it's small. We gotta all work together, and it just makes a difference when you actually like the people that you're around. That's what any work environment.
And I think it's a community. So
yeah, that's true.
The people
the
in your community
feel more
they
comfortable.
Pick up. Yeah, it's not like, oh, I can't work with him because you know. Or I got to do better, or it's this hidden competition for no reason. I always love fitness competitions, but
it's another thing. What we find too a lot of times is it's hard to get people to, even if you are in the same space, you try to work together, and you got that one person that works against you, and it just throws off the whole dynamic. You got people like, if we vibe, me and Randy vibe together. He's like my older brother. I never wanted. So it's like it makes it like a little love-hate kind of thing. But it's respect. If I say, hey, I like what you're doing there, I'm gonna still exercise, and I tell him, hey, I'm gonna still exercise. You know what I mean? So it's just all down to respect.
That's the thing I always find crazy is that secretly a lot of people will watch you, and they will see you do something cool, and in their head they know it's cool. But they won't like it. They won't say anything. But they'll go and do the same thing and act like they created it. When it's like, it's cooler when I say, hey, you know that movie you did yesterday?
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, that's cool right there, man. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna add a little spin to it.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy because everybody's just kind of being like, oh, I'm the greatest trainer of all. When it's like, everybody has their different talents in it.
Yeah, and I mean, there are a few people. It's not like this is common, but it's also, it's rare that you find that person where it's just like you vibe with them and y'all connect, and it's like a sharing thing. And that's kind of the purpose of what we're doing, is to bring together the world of fitness. Everybody can vibe with each other, work out here, work out there. You know what I mean? It's like more of a community instead of us being against each other.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to appear to that they know it all. But secretly in their heads, they know they don't.
You gotta take a
no
little
one
bit
knows
from each
it all.
person. Yeah, that's how you grow.
That's the cool thing about connecting with other people, seeing someone's style that's different than yours,
I agree.
and having that conversation. And having it is cool when, you know, if you have two things, I like fitness, you like fitness, we're gonna have a great time together talking about it.
And it's so easy now because of social media. It's like, I can see what somebody's doing in Atlanta and be like, oh, that's dope. I'm gonna try it out here. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's easy to share. It doesn't have to be. It's enough for everybody, pretty much.
Yeah, and that's gonna be the fun part about city to city, is traveling to these different cities.
I agree.
And meeting with these people we've been seeing on Instagram, killing the game.
Yeah.
And we can go connect with them, chop it up, get a good workout,
and
have a good time. Yes, and it's just gonna be dope energy because
I agree.
That's what happens when trainers stick together.
I agree. All right, ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
How many? 17! Go!
Oh man.
Alright,
Calm down, animal, calm down.
I was excited.
Hit your breath.
Alright, listen.
Yeah.
How is it being a female trainer? You think it's harder than being a male trainer? How do you feel about it?
I'm not gonna say it's hard if I don't know necessarily what y'all go through, but I do know that just women in general being respected, being looked at seriously, you know, you have to kind of show up and really show and prove. Where I feel like men necessarily, you gotta do that. Y'all can throw around some rates, have some good ideas, boom, you got it. You know what I mean? I feel like with women that really want to be taken seriously as a fitness professional, it's tough. You know, just think about when you be in the gym and like I cannot get through a whole workout with somebody either hitting on me, trying to tell me what to do and what not to do. It's like, dude, I don't need no help.
That's the funniest part. That's what I was gonna say. You should be like, is it tougher being a female trainer? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's not humorous, but it's funny to me when a professional trainer is in working out by themselves, and then there's somebody who's telling you how to do something just because they want to strike up a conversation like it's Tinder.
Yep.
And
it's
like, and they're telling you the completely wrong thing.
Yep.
But also, that's like you said, it's like, unfortunately, for women, I feel like they have to work harder. They have to be more professional and cleaner because sending off the wrong images is going to bring in the wrong people.
Yep.
Well, no matter what image you put in.
That's true.
You know, so that's
true.
one thing I'm glad I don't have to deal with.
Thanks a lot, sure.
So it is a lot harder, and that's the thing is, also I think women get caught up in that trap of trying to be famous and not caring about the followers they're getting. Because in this industry, most women train.
Yeah.
Men are athletes.
Right.
A few guys, some guys feel like they don't need trainers, which
That's true. Oh, that's
there's
another
a reason
thing.
why, like, LeBron James has been doing the same thing over and over his whole life. But for some reason, he has a trainer or whoever athlete you like.
But that's another thing too. It's like just being respected as a female trainer, and then specifically, like if you have a guy, some guys like, oh, girl can't train me. She can't. She's not strong as me or stronger than me. You know what I mean? So it's like you do have to count. I've had guys come like sign up for a session. I'm like, what the heck did you come for? You knew I was a female, and then give me a hard time. It's like, like you're gonna hit the workout or not? And those are but those guys are the people that I end up winning over, and I get the respect because I'm not just making a booty video. Which nothing against women that that's a thing.
Hey,
Women like that, but it's not for everybody.
Yeah,
right. Only that's the whole business. You know what I mean?
They're making money, man. I'm
like
not
booty
getting
band, workout, all those kind of things. Like I don't have anything against it, but if that's not what you're into, then you want to be respected in what you are into.
I feel like it's harder for women in the strength training style of training.
I agree. You got to be
guys
super strong
in their head that want to get strong.
Yeah.
They feel like it's not the same thing, and they don't understand that there's women that are crazy strong now. They could do a lot of weight. They could deadlift a lot. They could squat a lot. I seen a girl bench 225 a couple of reps. I was like, whoa,
And even with that, just because we are more of a muscular build, it doesn't mean that you're not feminine. You know what I mean? There's plenty of women that have muscles bigger than mine and walk around, on a daily basis with heels on. You know what I mean? So it's like,
what's my favorite girl though? Miami. You seen the Miami girl? I forgot. She's like a thick girl, but she looks great. But she was talking about her being picked on about being
more like
muscular. Yeah. But she looked great. But
exactly.
But I think that's the fine line because with women, sometimes they over-sexualize it enough.
That's true.
So much that all their followers are creepy guys.
That's true.
When they want to sell something.
You don't get creepy guys regardless.
Well, that's true. But their face is dominated by it.
I agree.
And so what ends up happening is when they want to be taken serious with personal training, you're selling to followers that are really not following you for your fitness expertise.
And that's the hard part, especially if that's what you're doing. Women have really made a name for themselves in fitness. You know what I mean? Like women are seen as athletic. And not just prissy and dainty. Like, women can hold their own and lift weights as well. Right. And if that's what you're trying to portray, sometimes it can be difficult. Yeah.
And it's tough because, like I said, no matter how I think about you, I think part of it you want to show your body because some of my clients look at you and be like, "Oh, Leslie's arms look great. Oh, her back. Oh, I want to look like this. I want to look like that." So you want to show that so they see it.
Right.
But then it's just that other side of it,
It's a fine line.
Dang if you do, dang if you don't.
Yep.
But that's very interesting. I think that's pretty cool about female trainers and the things they go to. Because even one of the things I had to do as a fitness manager and a director is guys would hire female trainers, and then they would think it was like just because they paid for personal training that they got access to just call them after hours, talk to them, and I have to explain like, no, this is not what this is. This is you're paying for a fitness professional, so so and I feel like they're more a lot of women strategize better with creating the meal plans. They just have a little more insight, especially when it comes to women. Creating the meal plans, really knowing that they have to know the body because everybody's looking like, oh, does she know what she's talking about, or is she just born this way, or whatever? So
you gotta step it up.
So so I think they're a little more serious. So I give you that. The female trainers work, or it's a little tougher being a female trainer than a guy trainer. Don't kill me, guys. All right, what do you guys think? Is it harder being a female trainer than a male trainer, or is it not? Write your thoughts. Let us know below.
I'm doing 10. One down. 2.
talk about you.
Oh boy.
How did we meet? What inspired you to become a trainer? How did we meet? And how do you like it so far?
So I've always been like into sports and stuff like that. And it was when I started actually like really training. I got a trainer. Shout out to Will Franklin, Will Power Fitness. And I loved it. And I'm like, oh my God, I can do this for a living. And that's when I started to really look into it, took my certification, everything. And I had just took my test. I remember it was Labor Day weekend, and I had just took my test, and I was coming from my old job, and I was driving down, you might be familiar with Chicago, driving down here on 47th Street. And I looked and I'm like, dang, that's the gym right there? And I literally like, skirt, pull up, park my car, and I run in. And I remember I'm like, hi, I'm Leslie Ivy. I'm a trainer, are you hiring? And I remember you were looking at me like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, I just got my certification, blah, blah, blah. And then you were like, oh, okay, yeah, come back in an hour. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, cool. So I drive to my brother's house, who's like 5 minutes away, and I'm like, you gonna believe it? I might have a new job. I'm so excited. I'm thinking about all kind of stuff. I'm gonna be on TV, all this kind of like just going nuts. Hour passes, I come back, and I think I called you or something, and I was like, hey, I'm here. You were like, give me another hour. And I was like, shit. I'm like, all right, fine, cool. So I go back again to my brother's house. I'm like, he told me to get an hour. And he was like, chill, it's all right. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm over there, I'm contemplating, it's gonna be so good. And then he finally was there. You were finally there. I came in and we talked, and I was like, from then on, that's when I feel like we took on like that mentorship and mentee relationship, because for whatever reason I believed you, and I was like, this dude is dope, he know everything. And I listened and I did what you told me to do. It turned out to be pretty good.
I had to take a chance. We both took chances, because for me, you didn't know, when I opened up this place in Hyde Park, my first group of trainers were so unprofessional, were so out of control, that I was telling myself that, all right, I'm not bringing in any trainers yet unless they are extremely good. So I'm like, any trainer that comes in, I'm just gonna tell them no. So for the first few, I told no, and then you walked in and I said, yeah. And I'm like, when you left out, I was like, well, this person doesn't come out on time. What if they don't take it serious? Are they really gonna do this? Are they gonna, I need someone that they can protect my reputation and they can do on their end. So when I came back and you were still here, I said, okay. Number one, sadly enough, no one had showed up whenever I told them to come back. Right. So you showed up, and then after that, you took what 21 years of me learning and just pouring into you, and you taking it, creating your own style, doing your thing, listening to the tips from, like I said, I'm a person that experiences what I know. If you want to know how to do things completely wrong, I can tell you how, because I probably did it. If you want to do things because you're a very nice and a passionate person, if you want to see how low you can go to your own detriment of being nice, talk to me. I've done all of it. So I can help you be a great professional, create your own custom things, but also learn to actually create revenue in this business. And as I've seen from you, it's like you are like light years ahead of people who started years before you. And I mean, they say you're likable, but I don't know.
Everybody loves me.
Yeah.
But it helps to be open to criticism. You know what I mean? You don't know all the right ways. You might do something different, and somebody else might do something this way. Doesn't mean they're bad ways. But if you take like feedback or suggestions or criticism from people, and you kind of make it your own. You know what I mean?
And I also think there's a responsibility for people giving that criticism. Like me, I've been in this industry a while. I don't have to belittle you to give you experience or to suggest things to you, which I feel like veteran trainers feel like they have to
almost talk down to
you. And it's like, no, listen, man, I did that too. Let me show you this way. And it's a better way that you can be more confident to ask me questions that you have problems with.
That's true.
And I could be,
and you can learn.
I could come over to you and see, like, you know what? I don't know how this looked from my end. I don't like it. Why did you do this? And I'm not coming to be like to rain on your parade.
Right.
I just want to see you do good, which brings me back to the point of trainers sticking together and making sure we are basically being great. Where that way we can compete with these commercial gyms. When you're independent trainers or you have a boutique
because that is
gym.
real. You know, you have to try to show why you're worth it, because 9 times out of 10 a boutique gym like we are, you know, my personal training prices might be a little more expensive. We're not $10 a month, you know what I mean? So we have to compete and explain or show more than anything, show why you're worth it, you know. So
and that's one shout out I'll give to boutique trainers, because I feel like sometimes people don't understand it. When you come to a boutique gym that's designed for training, you're getting a fitness professional, especially if they're independent, they gotta be good in order to feed themselves and their families.
That's right.
You go to some of these other gyms, you go to other gyms, it's like, oh, you know what, tomorrow I wake up, I want to be a trainer today. I take an hour test and get certified through that gym. And then I'm training people. And you're getting charged the same amount or more when you could get someone that's a professional. I don't know about you, if I had a Ferrari, I want a professional working on my Ferrari, not someone that just got certified by the tech online to come in.
And nothing against those people that do that do that type of thing, but just specifically to smaller space trainers or whatever, like boutique gym trainers.
I will say this: if they're lying, because YouTube, there's so many platforms to learn so much. Are you really studying this stuff? Are you really doing it, or are you just, I'm gonna look on Instagram and I see this, now I'm gonna do it.
That makes a difference.
Because you can really become an expert really studying online. You got so many people on YouTube, you got doctors teaching, you know, exercise physiologists teaching. So you can grab it, but you gotta practice it, train it. But most people aren't nowadays.
And I agree to you to that point. Some people, I know trainers or fitness enthusiasts that never sat in a classroom, never read a book as far as a structured program, but learned, you know what I mean, learned from other people, did their own research, put their own effort into it, might not have a certification, and they are some of the dopest trainers ever, you know what I mean?
I'll tell you a funny story. When I got out of college and I was working in New York, it was a guy I was working alongside, so one of the smartest trainers I knew. And then one day he told me he didn't even go to college. And I was afraid to tell him I went to college, because I'm like, hey, no,
gonna be cool
They're gonna be like, this dude with the what? No. But that's very true. I know a lot of trainers who really live this lifestyle and study it, and they're great at it. Doesn't matter if they don't have the top tier certification, it's they really study it, so they're going to give you the best results because they live it, instead of someone that's just like, somebody can go to school and they can get all the fancy certification and never apply that knowledge, but they're like, oh, I'm an expert because I have these, I jumped through these hoops to get these little papers, and really they're basic.
You got to be passionate about it.
That's another thing too, is that the more you study it, the more you can explore it. So sometimes people get on me about how, oh, this might be a little fancy or this might be a little advanced. It's like, I study it so much that I can understand it. So
and
that way
I can
and so like, it's, you know, fitness is science. So it's okay to be a mad science to try this or that. Now maybe with your clients you have to understand that, you know, it's progressions. But us as fitness professionals, we should be exploring this stuff. You know,
and it makes it fun. It makes it enjoyable. Anybody gets tired of their job, going to the same job, doing the same thing every day. You know what I mean?
Deadlifts, but I don't want to be doing deadlifts every day for the rest of my life. And then spice it up. Let me do a burpee deadlift, you know. And every once in a while, there's nothing like putting all the weight on the deadlift and lifting up and you know, boost my ego up. But it's fun finding creative ways to where it's more effective. There's different versions of it. So I'm not doing the same thing that every Joe Smo's doing in the gym. Yo. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe below. You can find us at these places. Ivy League, where can they find you?
Social media, Facebook and Instagram, Ivy League Fitness. Check me out. All of my client work, my work, all that's there. I'll also be posting stuff about city to city to keep everybody in tune. Randy?
All right, you can find me, my business page with me working my client's style, V Body Power Fitness. You can also see the locations on Facebook, on Instagram. You can also follow my personal page with some of my more fancier fitness stuff at Fit Fury on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. So we'll see y'all next time for the next episode. We enjoy your presence. Please leave your comments below on how you enjoyed the show today, or did not.
Yeah.